back to my channel. This is 24unsure and I'm Rachel. This week we're going to get into a topic that has basically altered my life forever. The reason why I'm going to talk about it is because it's kind of like almost the year anniversary since it happened, and I wanted to share some insight with you guys and hopefully maybe help someone out there that might have been having the same problems I've had been. So let's get started. We're going to be talking about the gallbladder. I know many people are like, what? Like, why are we talking about this organ that you don't really hear much about a lot these days or ever? Prior to a year ago, I had no knowledge about it. And so I'm going to get started and basically tell you a little bit about the background of what happened to me. So about a year ago, the beginning of November, I went to my grandma's house, and I used to go to my grandma's every Thursday for dinner when I used to live back at home. And she used to cook meals, and so did my grandpa, and we used to eat and enjoy. And one of the nights they made like chicken noodle soup, and like, I don't know, I felt fine and I was eating it, but like when I started to eat it, I like became like super full, like really easily. And I was like, that's kind of weird, like it's just soup. And I mean, they always had bread, you know how grandparents like eat more, here's bread, like keep eating. And I just like kept getting full. I got full really quickly. And this was a Thursday, and that night, that constant full feeling never went away. Like I remember, I'll never forget, like I just felt like I was in pain. Like it just felt like you were so full that you were gonna throw up. And I was like, oh my God, am I like getting sick? I worked at a preschool, so I was like, maybe I'm getting the stomach virus. And I was like up all night, and to the point that it hurt so bad that the pain hurt so bad that I would throw up. So I threw up like numerous times that night because it hurt so bad that I would just like throw up, and then the pain would go away and then it would come back. So I thought, I'm like, I've had the stomach virus before, and like that's not the stomach virus. Like you're not in pain, like in like excruciating pain. And so like I took work off Friday, and I said I think I have the stomach virus. And Saturday I still wasn't feeling like I was really tired. I was really drained, but I felt fine. And I kept, just like saying like it must be the stomach virus. And Sunday I was like, oh, I kind of feel a little better. And I ate something, and I can't remember what I ate, but my mom made me something, and I kind of just felt like a little gross, but nothing, like I didn't feel right, you know what I mean? Something was wrong. So next day at work, I was just like, I was telling my co-teacher at the time, I was like, I don't know, I don't feel sick, but something is wrong. Like something's wrong in my body. Like I'm very hungry, and when I want to eat and I look at food, I'll just like get sick to my stomach, or I'll get like really like gaggy. And I was like, I don't know what's wrong. Like maybe it's the stomach virus. And she's like, tell me more about it. And I was like, I don't know, like, and I'll get this like sharp pain like right here into my back. So it'd start right here, like right below my like chest, into like, and it would go all the way into my ribs, all the way into my back. Every time I would eat, and I didn't eat anything, I would, like, I'm saying basic things like saltines, whatever. Like I just was not, anything wasn't like appetizing to me, and everything I ate, just like I would literally bend over and be in pain. And so I worked Tuesday night. I used to work at a restaurant, and I had pizza. And I never had such a bad reaction to pizza in my entire life. I was in the bathroom in tears because I was like waitressing, and couldn't go back out there because I was in so much pain. Like this pain would like literally hurt you, and you feel like you're gonna throw up. And I was like, something is wrong with me. And my mom and my family just kept saying like, maybe it's the stomach virus. Like no one would ever thought in a million years it was my gallbladder. So I finally went to a doctor. I just went into urgent care. I'm like, something's wrong. I thought I had the stomach virus. I keep getting this pain. I'm not eating, and every time I look at food, I just want to, I don't want it. Like it's not appetizing to me. And if I do want it, I'll eat a little bit of it, and then I'll feel full. Like it's the craziest thing. Like imagine eating like a bite of a sandwich, and you're full after. Like you literally feel like you're full. The most insane thing ever. And then they're like, oh, I think it might be your gallbladder. And that's what my co-teacher said. She's like, I got my gallbladder removed, and you're showing signs of the gallbladder. And I'm like, there's no way. Like this is so random. Like this is so random. Into urgent care, they're like, we're gonna send you to the hospital. I'm like, oh God. They're like, you might have gallstones, or there might be something up with your gallbladder, or we're gonna take you for an ultrasound. And I was like, oh my God. And my mom, she couldn't take me to the hospital that night. She just got like eye surgery, so she couldn't take me to the hospital, and my sister was away at school, So I had no one to take me, so my friend took me to the hospital. She took me to the hospital because they sent me up for this ultrasound. They think I have something wrong with me. Long story short, the ultrasound came back clear, nothing's wrong. And again, weeks went by. I'm not eating, I'm not feeling like I can't eat. I literally am losing weight because nothing is appetizing me. Like cold water hurt me, cold water. The only thing that kind of felt good was like milk, and I ate a lot of like unsalted pretzels. It's such a sad life I lived. And then like Thanksgiving came around, and again, I'm still not feeling good. And like I had to get this like doctor's appointment I went to my normal doctor, and they're like, we're gonna send you for some tests because it might be your gallbladder. It's like a whole process. So I started like the beginning of November. It is now Thanksgiving of last year. I still am not eating. I'm losing a crap ton of weight, and I don't know what's wrong with me. And everybody's like, it's not your, like, maybe it's like indigestion, or maybe it's like you have acid reflux, or maybe this. I'm like, no, there's something wrong with me. Like, it can't be nothing. Like, and it's you, and you know when it was weird. Like, I knew something was wrong. So then I went to my regular doctor. They're like, I think it's your gallbladder, and I'm like, I know, but like they're like, what's the next step? So basically, you can't just go to a gallbladder doctor because you need to see your primary care doctor. And it was just literally weeks and weeks on waiting. So finally, I went for this crazy test that basically they inject you with like radiation, and to see, like, you go into this huge machine. I can't remember what it was called, and you just like lay there for like 3 hours, and they inject you, and basically they put liquids in you to watch how your gallbladder functions. And I was like, this is insane, and I'll never forget. So he's like, some people, and he's like, okay, now like an hour and a half in, he's like, okay, I'm gonna put this stuff in, and it's gonna make you react. Either you're gonna have a bad reaction, good reaction, sick reaction. He's like, I'm not gonna tell you how you're gonna react because I don't want to like make you think anything, but you're gonna have a reaction of some sort, either nothing or something. He's just like, we'll see. So it's like, okay. So kind of looked like an MRI, like a big circle. My head was out, but you couldn't move. Like my head, my chest and my head was out of this big circle machine, and you couldn't move. And you had to fast too, which doesn't matter because I wasn't eating. And they put it in. He's like, okay, it's gonna start going through your body now, and you see it. It's kind of weird. You like watch this little monitor, you see it, and all of a sudden it hit me like a ton of bricks. I thought I was gonna throw up on this man. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. He's like, what? And I was like, I'm gonna throw up right now. He's like, it's just like the serum I gave you. Like, you're not gonna throw up. It's like, he's like, you're okay. I'm like, no, sir. I'm going to, like, I felt it in my throat. I'm trying to do deep breathing. I've never felt this like instant amount of throw up in my entire life. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And finally, he's like, just keep breathing. You're not gonna throw up. I'm sweating. I'm like, he's like holding my hand. Like, I'm literally like, I'm like, I'm gonna throw up, sir. Like, I'm literally, and he's like, just don't move. You're gonna be okay. He's like, it's gonna pass. It's gonna pass in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it went away. And I was like, what the heck? He's like, yeah, so I'm not gonna tell you, but he's like, when people have reactions like that, it's your gallbladder. So I went to the gallbladder doctor. Finally, we got to the gallbladder doctor. It was like December, like the second week of December. And he looked up my, like that scan I got, and he's like, basically, he's like, you have gallbladder disease. And I was like, excuse me? He's like, yeah, you have gallbladder disease. I was like, what? Inside gallbladder disease, like, it was kind of like you had to get it out, like, kind of ASAP, but like nothing like, oh, we should wait on this, like, you need to get this out. So basically, I set up an appointment to get my gallbladder out in surgery the day before Christmas Eve. And so finally I got my first surgery. It was really, easy surgery. I was freaking out because I never had a surgery done before. But I have 4 scars on my belly now. One on top, one right below my belly button. And because they went through my belly button to get my gallbladder out, they like sucked it out. I don't really want to know more about it because it kind of grossed me out. But they went through my belly button up to suck my gallbladder out. And yeah, 4 scars. It was bad. And then all of a sudden you start getting better, and then you start eating and you're hungry, and I felt good. You know what I mean? You eat, but basically there's a lot of like side effects, I guess. That's not the word, but you still have issues for your gallbladder for basically the rest of your life. So you're supposed to eat clean and healthy, and I don't do that all the time because I'm human and I like pizza still, and I like, I don't know, other good, tasty, bad food and french fries and ranch dressing, and I shouldn't be eating that, but I do. And I will have like a little, like sometimes my tummy will hurt like right after I eat a lot. So even if it's healthy, I don't really know yet. It's still like new. I can't really figure out like what's bad, what's good. Sometimes if I eat a healthy dinner, I'll feel sick. And sometimes if I eat like McDonald's, I won't feel sick. It's really crazy. But you just feel sick and full. Again, I'll still eat. But it's crazy how it's altered in my life. Like sweet, I like, like sweet drinks and stuff. Like iced tea, sweet teas. And like, I don't know, like if you go to like, if you're going out and you want like a sweet drink and you can't because the sugar hurts. Like the gallbladder holds the bile, and since there's no gallbladder, there's nowhere the bile will go, so the bile kind of like builds up, and bile breaks down like the fat and the grossness before it goes to your stomach, and if you don't have that, it's like a really tricky thing. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but I basically want to share this with my 24 and unsure fam, just in case if you were having symptoms just like me. And don't feel like you're going crazy, because I thought I was. I thought I was going crazy. Like everybody's like, oh, you have the stomach virus, or no, it can't be your gallbladder, or it can't be this, or you're going crazy. Like it's not, you're fine. And I'm like, no, there's something wrong. So if you're having symptoms that you like feel normal, but you cannot eat, you might as well go get your gallbladder checked out, because you never know. Mine was a random Thursday. I had a gallbladder attack, nothing prior to that. Nothing for the past 23 years of my life. I had nothing prior to that moment. And yep, I had gallbladder disease. I had to get it taken out. And look at me now, thriving, sort of. I love Tums and other stuff that helps soothe my stomach. But you try to live your best life. It's funny. I'll never forget that moment for the rest of my life. Literally, it was insane. But if you have any questions, please let me know. And if you want to reach out, please do. It's crazy. I mean, I have 4 scars. I look like a warrior now. It looks like someone stabbed me 4 times in the gut. But it's funny, and you just gotta live life. Don't hold back. I will still eat bad food, because I'm not gonna let be a pain for a couple minutes like stop me from eating like happiness. But thank you so much for tuning into 24 and Unsure. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a great week. Bye.